Good day, all. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our playthrough here on Judith Plains, Montana. In the last episode, we had mentioned that we're going to do some contracts August 2nd and think about acquiring this field here, field 41. But the wheat is ready to harvest, and I think it would be prudent for us to grab this field right now. It's going to drain our account, taking us right back down to having probably about $80,000. But I think right now it is a good move for us guys to grab this field. At least we can have another field that we can plant and make some money as we expand our footprint here, guys. So we're still going to look to grab field 148 at some point in time, because we do have another cut of alfalfa coming up. But until that time, guys, let's go ahead and purchase this. So we're going to buy field 41. All right. And let's go ahead and grab the soil information as well. All right, so this is our field now, guys. So what we'll be doing right now is getting this field harvest, and then we would figure out what to do with it after this year, guys. So we're at $75,000 right now in the account. We're still good, and I think let's get this harvested, and then we would know exactly what we're going to be doing after that. Can we cut these trees down? Yes, we can. So maybe I cut these trees down as well and get a wood chip out here. Make some money from that as well. All right, guys. So let's do that. Get that harvested, and then see what we can do for the remainder of the year. I think as well, I need to put some food in the chicken coop. So the very first load of wheat, we'll take it over to the chicken coop and put it in. All right, let's get this started, guys. All right, let's get unfolded. This field has a lot of weeds in it, and since we didn't plant it and we didn't do anything, don't know how the yields are going to be, but let's see. Let's check it out. So we're at 69%, so we don't expect anything fantastic from this field. All right, decent yields, 71, 70%. Not the best, but we'll work on that for next year. So I'm gonna get this harvest done, guys, and I'll see you at the end of it. Alright guys, just completed the harvest here. We're going to get these bales in storage, and we're going to address this field here. We're going to address the pH, and the nitrogen once the field is sown, once we plant something in the field. I think I'll keep this field as wheat, and I'm going to put barley in field 16. But for today, I'm gonna have to go and get some lime, and get it on the farm here so that we can prepare our fields. But let's get the bales in storage and get some lime down on the fields, and I think that will be it for today. So let's take a look at where we are. Maybe we do contract somewhere for one of our neighbors. All right guys, so let me get these bales in storage, sorry, and then we'll have a chat after that. All right, we have 2 full pallets of eggs here now, guys, so we're going to be also take care of that today. All right, so we're going to get those transferred at the end of today and get some new hens in there. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to get down this buying station that I was looking at in the previous episode, at the end of the previous episode. And one of the things I'm also thinking about doing, because our silo is full as well, we are maxed out at 200,000 liters. I'm thinking about taking half of this, leasing the mill in town and getting some flour made as well, because we do have some barley coming off of the field number 2. Could be this month. It says 6 of it, so could be not this month, this year. So let's go ahead, guys, and do some quick construction here and get that bad station so that we can get the lime on the farm as well. So what I'll do is concrete. Let's use some concrete for this one. Here it is, and we're gonna put it right here, guys. All right, and we should be able to get our lime and fertilizer here now on the farm. And let's go ahead as well. Actually, I'm just gonna jump there because I can't remember where it is. So let's jump over to the flour mill right now, guys. Let's visit it here. And let's look to see how much it is to lease. Okay, so it's $789 a day. All right, I'm gonna lease it, and we're going to activate wheat flour, and we're gonna bring half of our flour over here. Well, half of our wheat over here, so that we can get it processed into some flour as well. All right, so let's get this done. Get the wheat over to the mill, and then we will lime the fields and call the episode there, guys. All right, so let's get us over to the flour mill. All right, so the production is going. So let's go ahead and bring over one more load. Alright guys, let's go and use our bio station here. Get some lime and let's address our furthest fuel first, guys. Alright guys, that's the alignment done. You gotta make a couple trips back and forth to fill the spreader, so thinking about getting an auger wagon to accompany us on these projects here as we lime the rest of these fields. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a worker actually and get them to start to cultivate that field while I may go ahead and lime some of the other fields as well. For sure, I'm going to figure out what to do with this one here. I may put a cover crop on this one, or I may put some grass down. Don't know if I'll get a cut this year, but maybe next year I could get one cut in of grass before we switch over to another crop. Probably thinking like sorghum for the chickens. So let's drop off the spreader, and well, no, we're not dropping off the spreader. We have to refill the spreader actually, and we have to get this other tractor probably going on the cultivator, guys. Sorry about that. Just thinking about what I have to do here. So let's move this out of the way here. I'll put it here so that I can get everything washed, but I'll do that at the end of the day. So let's get that out of the way, and then we're gonna have to get the wrapper out of the way as well. And I'm really thinking it's time for another tractor on the farm. This tractor has been working really hard. So I'm thinking about getting another tractor here, probably older tractor that can do the cultivating and spreading and things like that. So I'll get this worker started in the field we just spread, and I will go ahead and get the other fields spread as well. Get our combine also back into storage. But at the end of today will be cleaning of all the equipment. So let's get this worker up and running and get the rest of these fields limed, and I'll see you at the end of it, guys. All right, guys, before we call the episode here, we're going to do some work here for our chickens. So we're going to move this one over here into the breeding pen. So let's get that. I think he's 17 months old. Move. Confirm. All right, guys, what we are going to do now is to move all of the roosters over here and all of the hens back over into the general population. So let's check them out here and see. Well, for next thing we're also going to do is to all of these young ones here, we are going to sell all of these young roosters right now. Just looking to see if we have anyone that's overall rating is extremely good. Well, this one here, I guess I'll mark this one. We'll keep him around. Just going to keep the one with high stocks so that we can continue to upgrade our chicken stock here. All right, so let's move these guys over. All right, let us go ahead. What do we have? We have that mark. So let's actually sell all of these guys here. The only thing so far about this mod that I realize is that you I don't seem like if I could move more than one at a time, but I'll check on that. So we're going to sell these 26 animals just for $161. We are going to move the young one here, put him over there. And then all of these other animals, we are going to move them into the general population here. So I'll bring them back in, guys, once this is done, because I have to move them one at a time. All right. Okay, so our rooster 01 here. So we unmark him. And I thought this movie app would be working a lot better for us. I think what I'll do right now is to just grab myself something that I can move these animals around a lot more efficiently. Our sheep are doing well. They look happy, they look healthy, they're well fed. We have the bills here for them as well. And we don't need to give them water right now, so that's a good thing here. And they have 16,000 liters of meadow as well. Wool is producing, so let's go ahead and grab something to move these chickens around a lot easier. All right, guys, heading back over here to the chickens because the cheapest option I have right now is $12,000. So I'm just gonna move these guys around here with the mod, guys, and yeah, every time I come to this pen as well, I realize you'll get some stuttering as well. So yeah, hope it's not too bad in the final edit. So let me go ahead and just figure out which of these chickens I'll be moving around. All right, let's check and see who I actually moved over here. So we've got very good. Okay, annoying velocity. I'm gonna move back, and Chloe as well. Okay, so let's see if the animal dealer has any good chickens that we can get. Okay, so let's grab these 4 by the selected. Let me reset the animal dealer, and let's see what we have here again. All right, let's buy the selected, and that's going to be it for now. So we have 22 chickens, 1 rooster, and 21 hens there, and we have our workers probably still going in the field. Yep, still going, probably getting onto the headlands now. So guys, I think that's going to be it. We're going to call the episode here. Have to put some lime in this field as well, and between episodes I'll just go around, clean all the vehicles, get ourselves ready for September. And in September, we'll be planting wheat. Yes, in September, we'll be planting wheat in field 41, and we will be planting barley in field 16, and we should be harvesting the barley in field 3 as well. Release the flour mill so we can look to see how we're progressing in September. But guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully everyone's doing well, and guys, I will see you in the next one.